All right. Bumping the camera all over the place again. What's up, Rebel? What's up, Travis? I'm doing well. How are you? Travis, who you got tonight? Do you have the... Who do you have? Phillies? Looky, looky, the Phillies. We listed this one wrong. So if anyone hasn't paid for their team yet, if you can get them paid, I would appreciate it a lot. Usually there's a 1 hour buffer. There is not a 1 hour buffer tonight. What's up, Aaron? What's up, Mark? There's no 1 hour buffer tonight. The break literally starts in 1 minute because somebody, and I won't say his name because he's about to open a case of cards, made a mistake. So, you know, things happen. So I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to get paid. We're just going to hang out and wait for a couple minutes. I'll let everybody take care of stuff. And then we'll give them about 5 minutes. What's up, Anthony? You bet. You bet. I appreciate the response. I appreciate your understanding. I appreciate you, I mean, getting why. I mean, honestly, we got to protect the business, you know what I'm saying? But so I appreciate the good communication. And thank you for taking care of it right away. Very good of you. Now I just got to wait for everyone to... Usually there's a 1 hour buffer, remember, between the end of the break and the... the end of the listing and the start of the break. Well, somebody made a mistake. So I'm waiting on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people to pay still. So we're going to hang loose and wait. And give them a couple of minutes. And see what happens. That ain't the truth. I wish I never did. But then I imagine I would be doing something else if I never made any mistakes. We're going to have some fun tonight. We are going to have some fun tonight because we always have fun. We always have fun during our breaks. It would be a bad thing not to have a good time while we're doing this. So we are just going to have some fun while we're doing this. Dwayne, what's going on? Decided to sit out tonight and pass on the ST. Okay. Well, let's hope that, yeah, I mean, I always want to bid to, no, not everybody has. Two of them haven't paid yet. We're going to go without them. Their feedback is big enough. I'm not going to wait around any longer. All right, let's take a look at our list tonight. We had rollover shipping from last night. So if you bought in last night, you got updated shipping for tonight. Some of you guys were free. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 23, 24, 25, 6. You're missing somebody. Blue Jays? No. You're missing Tampa Bay Rays? Hold on, I'll tell you. Let's see. Blue Jays, Indian A's, Astros, all. It was with something else, I think. Marlins and National, there it is. Andrew B. What? All right, let us roll. Coliseum cards. Mine says listing has expired when I'm trying to pay. You know, sometimes they act dumb, Coliseum. I would just give it a minute and then try it again. Are you Zach? You're fine, Brian. It was my bad because we listed the break wrong, and usually we put that 1 hour buffer in, and I screwed up and I didn't put the buffer in. I listed an hour late. So I'm not, no one, you know, it's going to happen when I make that mistake. All right, let me send your invoice to you again, and then we'll get rolling. So give it a couple minutes. Sometimes they just act dumb. What are you going to do? Sometimes eBay just don't like you. All right, so I resent your invoice to you, and you're good. Maybe give it a couple minutes and see if you can go again. You're fine. All right, so I do apologize for the gaffe, guys. Like I said, normally this would have ended an hour ago, but, you know, things happen. We're not perfect. As much as I would like to believe we are. So here's our list. Effectively, everyone is paid up. The last one is having a little bit of an issue, so that's fine. It'll all get taken care of. Ooh, here's where I need to be too, look. So everyone can see their name. If you don't see their name, or there's right at the top of the T. That's my sweet spot for tops. Right at the top of the T for tops. That's my sweet spot. Hope everyone's having a good night tonight. We're going to have some fun. Joey Bart rule is in effect. The Joey Bart rule states that if I hit a Bart autograph, because I keep the Giants in every break that I do, okay, I started breaking to get more Giants, and I do keep them every single time. I am collecting Joey Bart quite heavily, especially in my breaks where we're now 40 plus cases in to our breaks. If I hit a Bart /99 or better on the number or any autograph, we add in another box to the break. If we hit a Joey Bart 1 of 1, that is a non-printing plate 1 of 1, we're going to add in a full case. If we hit a printing plate, we'll just add a half a case, because it's a printing plate. So the overriding theme is, I hope you guys all get great hits, but if I happen to do well as well, then we will add product. And there's nothing wrong with adding more product. Juan Soto, adding more cards to a break is fun. If something happens, you'll know, because I'll be excited about it. Cal Baez. Okay, what you're going to see as we go through, anyone who hasn't been a part of one of our breaks before, what you're going to see is a couple of different stacks. You can kind of see it in the overhead camera where my left hand is padding. We're going to have one stack that will be the rookies that we're going to sleeve after the break, and I will call them out as I take them out and set them there. Any numbered cards, any autograph cards, anything else like that will be sleeved and top loaded and put above that. Okay, so for the sake of expediency of the break, we do that, but they will get sleeved before they get shipped out. And if anybody has any special requests, there's a giant. Let's go to my pile. If anyone has any special requests, Brian Hayes will get a sleeve afterwards. I'm always happy to accommodate as much as I can. So let me know, and if not, let's have fun. I like to chat. I hope you guys like to chat. I have been called a chatty Cathy. I won't say who called me that, but Dylan Carlson gets a sleeve. But I kept him in our Facebook group. We do have a terrific Facebook group where normally we have been breaking 3 per day. 2 per day in Facebook, and then we have the one eBay. Blake, any of the gold foil or rainbow foil get a sleeve? Of course, these are numbered, so they'll all get a sleeve. What's up, Max? And what else gets a sleeve? Any of the that'll get a sleeve and top loader. Don Mattingly, the home run challenge cards will all be sleeved. The two-sided ones of all the players will be sleeved, but they'll just be set aside as we go through. Again, and if you have any questions, just ask. I'm happy to answer them for you. Willie Mays. We haven't had in 40-odd cases any in the name, and then in the last 2 cases we have pulled 1 in each. Go figure. We go from nowhere to everywhere on those, so that's nice. It's always good. You know what I'm saying? To get a 1 of 1. That's our 7th 1 of 1. 7th 1 of 1 we've pulled. Superfractor we pulled. Platinum we pulled. Madrigal gets a sleeve. Alec Boehm gets a sleeve. 2 printing plates. Did I say Superfractor? I did. A sketch card, 2 in the name. There's something else I'm missing. Blake Taylor. Did we just hit him in a gold? So we've done pretty well. I can't complain. Trying to pay now, but it says seller will not ship to my location. What is your location? Are you outside of the United States? If you're outside the United States, we clearly have something on there that says we don't ship to other countries. So give me a second, let me look. Maybe it's just having a bad attitude. Where the heck is Karabundi? I've never heard of that place. Is that a country? Karabundi? I thought that was an animal. Hey Nat, will you do me a favor? We have this last person who hasn't paid, and they evidently live somewhere that we don't ship. Can you look that up for me real quick? Wisconsin? Oh, hell, we don't. Nobody delivers anything to Wisconsin. There's something wrong with that. Do people live in Wisconsin? People live there? No, if he lives in Wisconsin. I don't know. It's being dumb. Coliseum, let's just give it a few minutes. Maybe eBay will fix itself. Sometimes it just acts dumb. You know what I'm saying? We have time. You seem like a decent person. You seem like you're good for it. I'm pretty sure Wisconsin's a made-up state, though. Ozuna. I don't think it's on a map. Are you sure that's even on a map? Are there even any professional sports in Wisconsin? I don't think so. Is snowball making a professional sport? They play cornhole up there? It's not as clear as normal? Am I back too far? My hand's too close? Is that better? My distance is off. I gotta get my distance right. Buster Posey. Let's see when I get up here to something worth looking at. Shane Bieber. That look good? Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Does it need more focus? Is anyone else having problems seeing the focus? Does it look better, Travis? Josh Bell Black. Is it? Okay, good. I just got to get my hands the right distance. The problem is I'm lazy. Out of 299, Josh Bell Black. So I'll try not to be so lazy. Let's move these back a little bit. Let's see if I can try not to be lazy. Any of the die cuts will get sleeved. Jesus doesn't, but Six Toe does. I pulled another Mike Yastrzemski auto. I have one Joey Bart auto that's out of the silver packs. I have 3 Yastrzemski autos. I mean, that makes me happy, but it'd be nice to get a, you know, Joey Bart auto. If it doesn't let you pay Coliseum here shortly, if you try again, let me know, and we'll resend the invoice. Cody Whitley, gold foil for the Cardinals. But honestly, I sometimes eBay just acts dumb. I get that message from people that it won't let them pay, and then it just finally clears itself up. Maybe eBay doesn't recognize Wisconsin as a state. I don't know. Did it? Okay. Yeah, sometimes it just acts down. What can you do? If somebody would have listed it correctly and you had an hour to pay, then we would have already had this problem licked 17 minutes into the thing, 43 minutes before the break. But somebody made a mistake, and so, we just got to wait for it. Pache gets a sleeve. I pulled this case from the same group that we hit the 1 of 1 in the last break to see if lightning strikes twice. Sonny Gray. Clayton Kershaw. Sonny Gray for the Cincinnati Reds. $50 out of 199. Sonny Gray. We also hit our second camo. That's how tough camos are to hit. Only our second camo, and man, I had to count, but we broke 29 cases during the rip party, And I know we've had to have done another dozen since then. So we got to be 40. We've got to be over 40 cases. We've got to be over 40 cases. That being the case, Sixto, that was Casey Mize and Sixto Sanchez will both get sleeves. That tells you how tough camos are to pull. Evan White will get a sleeve. Look, Johnny Cueto. Look, World Series Walker Buehler. Gold. Well, here's a problem with Yaz is that he's already in his 30s, right? He's already, or he is 30 out of 2021. So do I think he has more upside? I don't know that he has more. I think the upside is equal. I think give Bart, give the guy a minute to get his feeding, and I think his footing, and I think he'll be okay. Or his feeding. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't eat enough. But let him get his footing, I think, in the majors, and I think Bart will be okay. Is Yastrzemski a legitimate, already good player? Ian Anderson gets a sleeve. Yeah, he is. He is. It's a shame he's not 4 years younger. It's a shame that the Orioles didn't, recognize where he's at. I think he's 30 or 29. I don't know. I think he's 30. I'd have to look it up, but I think he's. Let's see if I get a card of him. We'll look on the back. Mauricio Dubon. I like Dubon. Dubon to me is kind of a. Hey, look at that. Nothing wrong with a little Mikey the Fish. 75. I think they can get to 75. I don't think they're going to be 500 this year. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. Here is the unknown. The unknown for the Giants this year is really Buster Posey. Now, I understand it was only 60 games last year, but they only missed the playoffs by one game. And they effectively have everyone coming back. Except for, and then you have the addition of Buster Posey. I give them an outside shot at 500. Do I think they'll make the playoffs? No. I don't think they'll make the playoffs. I think there are too many good teams in the East to really support them. Joe Adele and Bobby Dahlbeck. Tyler Stevenson gets one. Ryan Mountcastle. But I do think they have a shot at 500. Especially if the Dodgers, and I do believe the Dodgers will have a World Series hangover this year. Brandon Woodruff. Don Mattingly is two-sided. It's just very hard for a team to repeat as World Series champion, especially a team that hasn't won it in so long like the Dodgers. There's bound to be a letdown. So if the Dodgers aren't performing up to snuff, should they? Of course they should. I don't know. Do they make it 8 teams again this year? I don't know, but they were in Coliseum. If they would have won the last game, they were in, and then they lost the last game, so they were out. Yeah, Yaz will be 31, right? So he is already pretty old. So what does he have left in him? 4 years? Once they hit that age 36 season, forget about it. Dylan Carlson, unless he's doing the the steroid stuff. Giants. Oh, look at that, Pache. Is that a 31? No, that's only a 30. Christian Pache, SP. Yep. Christian Pache, SP. So I'm not counting the Giants out. Are my expectations low? You bet. So if they only won 75 games, I'd be like, say they won 75 games? Man, that a great year. But I do think they have a 75 win potential. 81 and 81. Are they playing 162 games? How many games are they playing this year? Let me just say, I think 500, I give them 25% chance at being 500. Do I think they can be within 3 or 4 games of 500? Yes, I think so. And maybe if 8 teams make the playoffs again this year, they might get a little enthused. But they are fairly old, though they've got some young guys in there. You've got a lot of guys. The other benefit for the Giants this year is Crawford and Belt are in the last year of their contract. And so they want to perform well to try to continue to play. So, you know. And Belt performed the heck out of himself, Nolan Arenado, last year. What's up? How you doing, George? So, I don't know. Oh, come on. Red. Shoot. Joe Adell, though. We'll take Joe Adell. We want red, orange, or base. That way we know we have a shot at an auto. Yeah, I don't think the Reds are going to win 101 games. I don't think so. George Brett. Hey, Joey Bart. I could be wrong. Lord knows I've been wrong before. Lubop. Oop. Well, it's Evan White, too. To me, the team that has the most to prove this year is the Padres. Because the Padres have historically been a team where they don't perform well when it counts. And so they have a lot to prove, I think, to themselves more than anyone else, that they can in fact win when it counts. Goldfoil, Sean Doolittle, Miguel Cabrera. So I'm not giving it to, you know, I've been thinking about that, Rebel. I've been looking at it. I still think, man, you gotta give it to the Dodgers right now in the National League. Now, will that potentially change when we get closer to the start of the season? It might. But you gotta give it to the Dodgers in the National League. You know, it's the American League that is going to be interesting. So I haven't quite made up my mind about the American League yet. Do I like the Rays again? I do like the Rays again. I'm not sure I like the Rays in a I don't even know how many games we're playing this year. If it's 162, I'm not sure I like them in a 162 game season yet, but I'll let you know. Zach Britton, gold foil. Pete Alonso, black, out of 299. Is it supposed to be 162? That's good. Right now, who do I like? In the American League, in the American League West, I like the Astros. In the Central, I like the White Sox. If you made me bet right now. And in the East, the East. Man, the East is it's going to be tough this year. It's going to be tough this year. Because I mean, the Yankees should be a decent team, especially if they get their guys healthy. The Blue Jays should be a decent team. The Rays, I think, are going to be a consistently good team. Probably the worst team in that division. The worst team in that division might be Baltimore. I mean, Boston. Baltimore might be better than Boston. Next Muncie. Really? Yep. Wow. 0 chance, huh? Ian Anderson. I'm not sure who did that. The Yankees do. You're right. And that's the caveat to me for the Yankees is can they stay healthy? I think if the Yankees can stay healthy, they can put it all together. But I think you got to have everyone healthy in order for that to happen. I just don't know that I see that. I like the Blue Jays. I think they're a good young team. But the Rays are sneaky. The Rays are sneaky good. They're sneaky good. And I don't see any reason they can't perform again this year like they did last year. You know? Hey, look at Mike Yastrzemski. We know how old he is now. He's going to be 31. Poor Mike. I mean, if he just had 4 more years, he'd be a superstar. Well, you know, West Coast superstar. Northern California, West Coast superstar. I always forget about that Mike Trout fellow. I mean, you can't really, and even in the Central, you can't count out the Twins, I don't think. I don't think you can count out the Indians. I'll be honest with you. I think Jimenez is a good player. I think he comps decently with Francisco Lindor when it all comes out in the wash. Bobby Dahlbeck, Joe Adele. So I think there are teams up and down that. The West, American League West, I don't think it's going to be the. I don't think it's going to be. It's not going to be the Mariners. I don't believe it's going to be the Angels. Castillo. Yeah, they do. But the A's are another one where I think that they've fallen into that mentality of we can't win when it counts. Maybe now that What's-His-Butt is gone, Billy Ball is over. Not Billy Ball, but, you know, Billy Bean. I guess it would be Billy Ball. Is over, right? He left. Maybe things will change a little bit for him. But I do like the National League. I do like the National League East. I think there are a couple of good teams. I think the Mets are going to be better than people give them credit for their potential. I think they shouldn't, but if they won the East, you'd be like, yeah, you know. Rumors have Yelich and Hader to the Padres for Meyer, Cronenworth, Morjon, and 2. Wow. Boy, who do you give the West to if that happens? Holy cow. Because if Yelich is firing on all cylinders, he's as good as anybody in the game. Wow, that would be interesting. If he is back, that is a heck of a... Josh James. I would love to be over-enthused about this autograph, guys, but Josh James, Houston Astros. Good for an Astros to get an autograph, right? I think the Dodgers are the team to beat in the West until the Padres beat them. And then I think it's time for the rise of the Padres for a few years. But they've got to beat them. They've got to beat the Dodgers. They can't just squeak by, you know. But they got to thump them. How's Atlanta's pitching? I thought Billy Bean was leaving. Madrigal. I thought Bean was going off to do something else. Mount Castle, some kind of something to make some money. I don't know. Think tank or something. I don't know. I have any idea. Josh Bell. Bo Bichette. I don't know, man. For some reason, I don't know. The White Sox are just sticking in my craw here right now for the American League. I don't know why they are. Maybe that'll shake out. You know, they have to beat the Dodgers. They have to send a message to themselves more than anybody else. The Padres have to send a message to themselves that we can beat the best team in the game. If they can send that message to themselves, I think that they, you know, you got to give them the World Series. Oh, is that it, George? But they just don't have that winning tradition that you would think that they would naturally be able to do it. They just don't. But can they get there? Sure they can. I mean, they certainly have the talent to get there. And you've got the player with enough support around him to make that happen. Miguel Rojas. Miguel Rojas. But I think if you had to call one team, you have to call the Dodgers, with the understanding that I don't think they're going to repeat. That is true. That is true. But you got to beat them in the playoffs. You could lose 19 times to a team in the regular season, thump them in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? You got to beat them when it counts. They've got to have that "we have arrived" series, and I think that's in the playoffs. I think St. Louis is a natural, right, Dwayne? I think I don't know that there's another team in the Central as good as St. Louis. I just don't think. I think it's kind of St. Louis by default. And they're definitely a better team now than they were, before they got Arenado. I'm curious to see how Arenado performs in normal air all the time, but he certainly will be always a good fielder and all that stuff. And is he probably still a 30 home run guy? Yeah. And are they a more dangerous club that they have Arenado, hitting behind Goldschmidt or vice versa? Yeah. I mean, yeah, they are. With enough support to make them a good team. I mean, the Cardinals, they probably are a 90-win club. Probably are a 90-win club. 92, something like that. I would think. Joe Adele. We'll see, man. I just want to play. I just want 162 games, and get fans back in. Even if it's at half speed. Davey Garcia gets a sleeve. Evan White. Willie Yelich. Man, that would be a trade though with the Padres. Holy cow, getting Yelich. And Hader. Hader, though, seems to be kind of, given him Cronenworth is, you know what, though? A bird in the hand. That's what I say. Yelich is a proven commodity. Last season notwithstanding, you know what I'm saying? But that's a pretty horrific accident that he had. I don't know. Would that be a gamble I'd be willing to take? Yes. With Christian Yelich, I think I would take that gamble. That gun. Quit bumping the camera, dummy. Man. Me and the camera bumps, honestly. I beat this poor thing around all the time. Shoot. Bubick, Tyler Stevenson, Roger Clemens. Well, I mean, those kind of trade deals are kind of fun to talk about, though. Oh, come on, baby. Black with... Ooh, dang it. So close. Got it. Austin Meadows, gold. I would... Austin Meadows, gold. So close. To me, a team like this, is that a blue coming up? It's a blue. Come on, blue, big blue. Make it worthwhile. Make it a big rookie name. Any of them. We don't care which one. Any big rookie. You have several to choose from. Pick one. Pick one. Pick one. David Bodie. That is not one. That is not one. Bodie, though, is 25 out of 50. So using the power of math, we know that this card is actually one. Oh, no, dang it. Never mind. It's 26 out of 50. There goes that one. That theory is out the window. It's 26 out of 50. Thurman Munson. Yeah, but I do think in the American League East, the Yankees have to run a perfect. They have to run a perfect year. They do. But does that give that to the Blue Jays or the Rays? The Blue Jays know. Ken Griffey, two sides. The Rays know they can win. And so then the question to me is, are the Blue Jays cocky enough to believe they can and then go out and perform that way? Probably. And I'm also going to say the Orioles have a better season than the Red Sox. Orioles have a better season than the Red Sox. Casey, my Sixto Sanchez. That's my limb pick. It's not a far limb. It's more like a little twig. But, you know, they can't all be big picks. Mania. Oh, my Lord. It's fake. Fake Trout autograph. It didn't give me that time. I pulled one. We hit. Who did we hit yesterday? It fooled me for a half a second. Dumb Mark McGwire fake auto, I think. And for a split second, it got me. Thought I had mastered that. Clearly, I have not. Well, you see an autograph, you know, and I still get excited. I get excited whenever they're. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get excited when you're opening a pack of cards and you see something, if you're a breaker and you don't get excited when you open the packs, you know, go do something else. You should be excited. You should be excited. And not fake enthusiasm. Not every little crappy hit is the greatest thing in the world, because it's not. Matt Olson foil. But genuine enthusiasm, you know what I'm saying? Get some genuine enthusiasm. I don't know. This is going to be a fun year, though. Every year's a fun year, isn't it? Is there any year where you go like, this baseball year kind of sucks? Maybe the one where it was the Nationals and the. No, that's not true. Bobby Dahlbeck. I think the Astros are a good team, guys. I really do. I think if Yordan Alvarez comes back healthy and has learned how to hit the curveball, the Astros are going to be dangerous. Juan Soto, league leader. Joey Gallo. Max Scherzer's blue down here. They are a dangerous team. They are not a slouch. They are not a slouch. And could easily run away with the West. The Mariners have never been able to win when it counts. What they win, 116 games, couldn't make the World Series? I don't believe in a team until they figure it out. The A's figure it out. Nick Madrigal. The Angels, get some pitching. What the hell? I mean, honestly, you've got the best player in the game, and you cannot go out there, you billionaire, and spend enough money to get that guy some pitching. Get him some pitching. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Take out a couple extra billboards. Find a pitcher. Hey, I like it. Omar Vizquel. Cleveland Indians. Give Mike Trout a chance to win a World Series or get him to a team that can win him one. I mean, good grief. How much? The guy deserves it. Don't tell me you can't afford it. Omar Vizquel is a base auto. Don't tell me you can't afford it. You're a multi-billionaire. Take a few bucks out of your petty cash, get yourself 3 pitchers, and move on. And pay whatever the price is for going over. And tell everyone, announce to everyone, we are going to pay what we need to pay to get Mike Trout his World Series within the next 3 years. So any player that wants to come here, we will overpay to get this done for Mike Trout. Then see what happens. Josh Reddick. Joey Bart. I bet you could pick up some pitching. If this is Albert's last year, that helps you. It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't help. It doesn't hurt, you know. His name holds him back, I think. You know? Not that guy. He stinks. You know what I'm saying? People automatically like, hey, we sure you want that guy? Yeah, they wouldn't. I mean, it's not like they wouldn't. Dylan Carlson. And would the value of your franchise go up if you won a World Series? Absolutely it would. Absolutely it would. Make it happen. Bo Bichette, gold. Again, for all the things that people say about the Dodgers signing Bauer, if they go back and win the World Series, their organization picks up more value than his contract. And so it's a wash. You know, if you sign somebody for $200 million and you pick up $200 million because you won the World Series, it's a wash. Who cares what he does? I mean, you care, but you know what I'm saying. Ain't nobody losing no money on no salary. Put some butts in the stand. Everybody buy an extra hot dog for Mike Trout. If everyone comes to the game and buys an extra hot dog, we will be able to afford to put pitchers around Mike Trout to help him win that World Series. Start your campaign. Hot dogs for Trout. Hot dogs for Trout. That'd be my campaign. Sogard, look at him. Mikey the Fish. He's like, somebody buy a hot dog. Get me a pitcher. And if I were the Angels, I would be drafting nothing but pitchers. Drafting nothing but pitchers. And hope they pull that off. You know, the problem with baseball, though, Coliseum, I don't think he's the greatest of all time either way. He's not. He's not. Baseball is not an individual game, so you can't. Now, if you can hurt yourself if you get there and you're a great player and you underperform. You know what I'm saying? If you get there a couple times and both times you get there you suck, you can hurt yourself that way. But again, it's not for lack of offense that the Astros aren't making it. Man, come on, we need some rookie color. Brady Singer. It's the lack of pitching, you know, and that's not his fault. But he is nowhere near the greatest of all time. People will argue against this, and it's fine, and I understand completely the argument. I think in the pantheon right now, Albert Pujols will be remembered as a better player than Mike Trout, better offensively. And I think he also has a thing going for him that he's won multiple World Series. But you look at Albert's numbers, and he's historic Hall of Fame good numbers. Historic Hall of Fame good numbers. Is Trout a first ballot Hall of Famer if his career ended tomorrow? Absolutely. But I don't think Albert's better right now. Daza has had a better career. Now, could Trout make that up on the back end? Absolutely. Absolutely he could. He can make that up on the back end. But Albert at 38 is hitting 20-plus home runs and driving in 90 RBIs still. You know, and actually he's probably really like 64. So if you were that age and you could still hit 20-plus and drive in 90, you know, prove to me that you can do that. But Albert, he's a historical beast. Top 10 of all time hitters, not fielders, hitters, when he retires. Those kind of numbers. And that's a whole different ball game. People just don't remember that. Bryce Harper. I think you are tainted in baseball if you don't win a World Series, but I think you have to look at it and see why. You know, why didn't he? Was it his fault? Did he underperform when he got there? Or did they just not put anyone around him to help him get there? And I think that's the argument with Mike Trout right now. But I would like to see him win a World Series. I was happy. I'm not a Dodger fan. As a Giants fan, I strongly dislike the Dodgers. But I think Clayton Kershaw is a decent guy. And I was happy to see Clayton excise his demons and win. Matthew Boyd. Hey, look at that. Cabrian Hayes. Out of 70. That's worth a buck or two. Oh, geez. Stop bumping the camera. It's late at night. I'm starting to get tired. And so me and the Canon aren't getting along right now. And so I knock him around a little bit. That Mark McGuire got me the other day. And it shouldn't have. It's just a little goofy /3, you know? Me and the I know I'm bumping that camera all over the place. Dylan Carlson. So my daughter today, she got her permit, her driver's permit, and so my wife let her drive, and she wrecked the car. It's not funny, but it is because no one got hurt. The van took a beating. And at first, we weren't sure what happened, so it was a little nerve-wracking there for a little while. But at the end of the day, they're both okay. And the van, we'll see. You know. So it's been a little bit of a day. Yeah, it was her first day. First time driving. Well, not first time driving, but you know. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Things happen. As long as everyone's okay, you can replace cars. They're just cars. And it was just a, you know, it was a nice Toyota van, but it was just a Toyota van. I would take Ted Williams over Trout today. I would take Ted Williams over a lot of players. I'll tell you right now, if you factor in how much Ted was gone serving his country, he is one of the elites of the game. He is one of the elites of the game, no doubt about it. He would have been a 600 home run guy. 600 plus home run guy. Ted Williams is just, you know, and a jerk. But you know what? He was also just a monster of a hitter. There's no doubt about that. Maris, Maris, I think for a lot of those guys, if you take a look at Willie Mays and you factor in the time he was gone in the military, he hits more than 700 home runs. He's probably the all-time home run leader. I would think so. And if you take out the years that Babe Ruth was a pitcher, which he was a Hall of Fame pitcher, remember, before he was a hitter, he was a Hall of Fame pitcher. If he never picked up a bat, he would be in the Hall of Fame right now and remembered as one of the great left-handers of all time. That's what makes him the best player ever to play this game. But if you would have given him, you know, the bat from the beginning, how many home runs does he have? 900? I mean, seriously, how many home runs does he have? It might be 900. It'd be 800. Yes, nothing scarier, Dwayne. Nothing. Yeah, that's too bad. It's too bad that you don't recognize somebody like that with his kind of talent. But, and I think that's the difference between a lot of the older players and a lot of the modern players. You know, they had to go fight in wars. They had to do things. And Ted Williams went twice. I mean, he's just, you know, let's look at all the numbers. We haven't hit an SP yet. Have we? And they were tougher guys back then, too. I mean, they would play with broken fingers. And, you know, nowadays, these players get a hangnail and they take them out for a month. I mean, those guys back then were just tough. They knew they had to play or somebody else would take their spot, you know? Casey Mize, 6-toe. Tatis. Look. Oh, hey. Tyler Stevenson. Very nice. Gaussman. I don't know either. Oh, that's right. We did pull a Pache. Oh, good. Oh, good. That makes me happy. I forgot about that. How could I forget about that? But I'm glad I forgot about that. So we do have one. We only had two in the last case. And we've been getting 3 or 4. So I wonder. I don't think I'm missing anything. I don't think I'm missing anything. Tyler Stevenson. Because they're usually... It's pretty hard to miss them in jumbo. You really got to be trying hard to miss them in jumbo. Could you imagine a player from today pitching 16 innings? You know, something like that. 18 innings. As a starter, they'd never let him. That would never happen. And there are probably some guys who could do it. Shoemaker, Juan Soto. But they just never let him do it. The one that immediately comes to mind is Max Scherzer. I think Max Scherzer would pitch 100 innings if you would just leave him in there and let him keep throwing. At the end, he might be lobbing them, but he'll still be in there pitching. Look, a giant. Shun Yamaguchi. Bobby Dahlbeck. Stassi. Patrick Corbin. Man, the rookie color has just not happened yet.
Did you notice that?
It's always a little disappointing. What?
Color difference of those lines. Things have like a...
Some of them are deeper than others.
Yeah, like a purple instead of blue.
We had a stack of them earlier where the entire first stack was bent like that. And I just threw them away. What are you going to do with cards that are bent over like that? And there's no reason for them to be. Yep. No matter what happens with Madison Bumgarner's career, he will always be remembered as one of the greatest playoff pitchers ever. And does that get him a couple of extra votes for the Hall of Fame? It does. Is he a Hall of Famer? No. But does it get him a little bit, keep him on the ballot a little bit longer? I think so. He's just one of those hanger-ons. He would get enough votes to, stick around, but no one will seriously, Juan Soto, consider putting him in. These, and we just randomly throw them on somebody's stack. Yeah, everyone's good. The only thing that's damaged is a card. Thanks for checking in, Rudy. Everyone ultimately is fine. Car got towed, so, life moves on. That's why you have insurance. As long as nobody was hurt. Weird. But I do appreciate you checking in, Rudy. I got bad news on the retail front today, which is really going to affect us in a way. We do a lot of, anyone who's been a part of our breaks knows that we do a lot of, we mix retail and hobby. Yeah, me too, Rudy. It makes it a lot better for sure. Look at that, Tyler Stevenson. I probably would have canceled tonight. If anything would have been different. So we're, I'm glad that we're in a good place. Still probably affects our early break tomorrow, but that's okay. We can live with one while we get things squared away. But anyway, on the retail front, I buy my retail wholesale, and I use that. We use that a lot in our breaks. We mix breaks because I like the retail product. I think there's a lot of good things that can come out of them. And today I found out that Topps is putting the kibosh on most of the retail, except for things that are going to Walmart and Target. And since we don't go chase our retail at Walmart and Target, I guess that kind of is bad news for us, which kind of sucks. Because I had big orders in for a lot of products that I was really looking forward to that I'm not going to get. So that makes me sad. Javier Baez. When I mean a lot of products I'm probably not going to get, I'm talking Restlesscraft Breakers. The link is in the description, Dwayne. If you take a look down there, there's a link to the Facebook group there. But we had, Bowman, Topps Chrome, Series 2. What else got whacked? Gypsy Queen. Yeah, and I had a big order of Gypsy Queen. Stadium Club. Man, it just got, Allen and Ginter. It all got crushed. So that really sucks in a big way. I don't mind just doing hobby. Don't get me wrong. But I do enjoy my retail as well. And now it's all done for this year. Jay Bruce, Alec Bone. Yep, all of it. Even my non-sport stuff that I had on order. And I have a lot of that. Toast. Panini has put a lot of the retail that I had from football and basketball. It's on indefinite hold. So what are you gonna do? We're just gonna have to keep digging in with what we can get. And it's already tough enough to get Panini in the out in the wild, for me. It is difficult because no one gets any kind of quantity. So I have to get cases from like 10 different people in order to get the the volume that I want, then I have to wait for it to all ship in, which kind of sucks. Usually I get enough tops to fill the void until we, until the second wave comes in. But what can you do? Here comes a red. Rojas. 190 out of 199, John Means. Yes, I am thoroughly disappointed, and I mean genuinely bummed out about that. Genuinely bummed out about that. Because I had lots of plans. And I'm just not going to go chase it in the stores. And the one good thing though I think is that most retail outlets are keeping them to what, 3 a piece. I think that's great. Let it get spread around a little bit. Let people all get theirs. But what are you gonna do? If complaining would help me, I would complain like you wouldn't believe. Holy cow, would I complain? But all that would happen is if I complained, Dylan Carlson, is I would tick off the wrong person, and then I wouldn't get any when everything opens back up again, So I just say darn it and move on. Hey, fake grotto. We're having a hard time getting everything right now. Fortunately, I'm pretty stocked on top loaders and things like that. Sleeves, but I've also put myself on every single wait list for all that. I'm just going to buy it up. Yeah, you might. You might. But the shipping this week, though, is, I'm told, is retail boxes, which we have 14 cases or so. So we do have a lot of that coming in. Yeah, it's a 1224 configuration. So we do have a lot. Nah, 13 cases I think I have total. Patrick Sandoval. But that's still a good, at 12 cases per. 12 boxes per case. That's still a lot of product. So that'll be fun. And apparently, fat packs are supposed to ship this week. But hangers are pushed back. We will, but I don't know when they're coming in. I have more... Well, what I ordered the most of, I got 15 cases of blasters, but I think, and then retail boxes next, and then third was hangers, and I have 8 cases of hangers, so 512 units. And if they ever ship, we'll use all that for breaks. The tins have some special things, so that might be fun. And a lot of this stuff, I think I'm gonna kind of, hey, look at that. Finally got a little color. A lot of that I think we might push back and see what happens. Nick Madrigal, gold foil. Because we might need some of that to fill some holes later on. You know what I'm saying? And Series 1's going to be good. Series 1's going to be good the entire year. 50 rookies. Series 1's going to be good the entire year. Even if it loses a little bit of luster, which is fine, it's still going to sell well. If our 1-minute random sellouts are any indication of that, But our big one that we've been doing in Facebook, for those of you who are interested, we do what we call a third half. It's 4 boxes of hobby, third of a case. It's 2 boxes of jumbo, which is a third of a case, and then a half a case of blasters, which is 20. And that's been our usual, and it's paid off well. Hey, look at that, Dennis Eckersley. we will take an Eckersley autograph. He has a pretty autograph, too. Look at that thing. So we got Vizquel, who should be in the Hall of Fame pretty soon. We'll get everything, Brett. And there he is, Dennis Eckersley. Is that you, Coliseum? Good for you. I'm happy for you. The only baseball product that we will probably not have this year, unless they whack my allocations on some of the real high-end things, the only thing we won't do is the $25,000 case. And I could probably sell it this year. Do they all snap fill? Honestly, Dwayne, the random sell fast, but we primarily do PYTs. You have a better shot with the PYTs, and we do 2 cases a day. So I mean, there's we're running 10 cases a week in the Facebook group, so there's lots of opportunity. We'll get there. The only reason you want to break that case is because you can. I mean, honestly, it's not really worth. It's really not worth what you're paying for it. I mean, because people are trying to break those things at $30,000, and it's not a $30,000 product. It's not even a $25,000 product. You're paying $500 a spot for cards that don't sell for $500, except maybe 3 or 4 in the entire thing. You know, so it's more prestige than anything else, and I'd rather spend $20,000 on Bowman than I would on that. I don't know why it blocked you on that one. But Dwayne, honestly, part of the reasons that our Facebook group fills so fast is that shipping is free, and price-wise, it's cheaper than eBay by a decent chunk. By a decent chunk, truthfully. Gold, Nick Neidert. So, I mean, there are reasons to be in our Facebook group besides the fact that we have a good time. There are some definite reasons to be in the Facebook. You know. And that's where all the cool baseball kids hang out. That's what my wife said. Since we only break baseball. We don't do other sports in our Facebook group. Just like our chat, we don't talk about religion, we don't talk about politics, which is all great if that's part of your life. But we keep our chat, we keep our Facebook groups focused on, you know, it's an escape for us. It's no fun to watch a breaker, to me, and all they do is they're harping about, you know, this or that is not related to sports. Let's talk about sports. All that stuff will be there when we leave, and so we keep that very controlled. Jimenez, that's worth a sleeve. We do have a buy-sell trade share. We also have Restlesscraft retail. We do have from time to time retail products that I get a lot in and then I sell it there. So we do. I mean, there are some benefits. You know, we're 2,000 people, just under 2,000 people, so pretty good group. Thank you, Brett. I appreciate that. Me too. Me too. That would have put a wrench in the brakes. For sure. We'd have been on indefinite hold. That would have been no bueno, no matter what. But we are a well taken care of family. I won't get any deeper than just saying that. We are a well taken care of family, and for that I am eternally grateful. Last box mojo. Last box. Man, the rookie color has not been great. Couple little spots, but nothing, you know. We need some mojo for this last box. So somebody give some mojo in this last box. Well, I try to not bump the camera every which way. Did you see, Brett, did you see our original one where we have, Gypsy Queen last year? Where we hit 3 booklets, book autos, and 2 other low numbered, one numbered to 50, and I think the Yastrzemski was numbered to 10 or something. Other relic autos out of that. Not only did we hit those 5, we hit Jordan to 99. We hit Shohei Ohtani, the black and white, which was 33 or 34. And the third auto we hit was somebody, the other auto we hit was somebody big too. But I can't remember who it was. It was just it was the monster case of all monster cases. And then Topps asked us to build an ad, so we turned that into our ad, and that was pretty cool. Not as much fun as the current one we made, but you know, the current one we have that didn't get played on the Topps live feed, I think, is more fun. Shohei. Oh, it's orange. Come on, baby. Just an orange auto. One time. Put an autograph on it. There it is. Yeah, Brady Singer. Kansas City Royals. Didn't we just hit a Singer red the other day? I mean, orange the other day? Brady Singer, orange auto. This might be the second one, honestly. Rebel, do you remember? 24 out of 25. Who did we hit orange auto the other day? Oh, Pearson. Yes, you're right, Brett. Pearson. There you go. Very nice. That's adding a little bit to the break. We'll take it. We will take it. Congratulations to whoever has the Royals. Chipper Jones. Did we get lucky? Nope. Congratulations to whoever has the Kansas City Royals. What are you putting all that junk in here for? Garcia. Davey Garcia. Let's turn that a little bit. Evan Longoria. Brandon Crawford. Rafael Devers. Very nice. That makes me happy. Yeah, that makes me very happy. When you get into the orange and red autos, honestly, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. They're just fun all the way around. And when you hit a rookie, I mean, even better. Now the only days that we have off, we take Sunday and Monday off Coliseum, and the new configuration, the way we started when we hit this year's Rip Party, is that we're doing 3 breaks a day. We do 1 eBay and 2 Facebook, Tuesday through Saturday. So yes, the goal is to break every day, Tuesday through Saturday, on eBay. What's up, Russell? We hit Brady Singer, orange auto. I know what you're all thinking, because I'm thinking the same thing. How much nicer would that have been if it was on card? But we can't have everything. We can't have everything. I mean, we can, but then, you know, then we're paying a lot more. Kyle Lewis, that deserves one. Miguel Cabrera. Hank Aaron. And so we will be, we do have set prices, Coliseum, for the Facebook breaks. They're just, either we do a random, which if you do the math, we do our random 25 spots because we have some combined at 59 per. Any White Sox hits? Did we have any White Sox hits? You know, we're so close to the end, Mike. We're going to recap here in about 5 minutes. But I can't say that I recall any off the top of my head, but did we hit Madrigal color? We might have hit Madrigal gold foil, now that I'm thinking of it, about it. So, but the, hey, isn't that Kyle again? Starling Marte, wasn't that the same card? Advanced stat. Was it a silver? Yeah, it was one of those two, I think. Not the Madrigal camo we hit the other day. Whew. Advanced stat Starling Marte for the Miami Marlins. So we do have that. We do our normal break is a PYT Coliseum. So every team has its own, you know, set price, and if you're the first one to claim the team, you get them. And then we also do the randoms. But PYT's more for sure. And honestly, I think our Braves are $60 cheaper in Facebook than they were on eBay today. I think our most expensive team is $129, maybe $139. That is our most expensive team. I think it's $129, but it might be $139. Yes, they do. They will have, because the advanced stat is all of them. So they're like so many of these other things are just hard to hit. I know what I'm saying. Look, it's real. It's real. It's real. It feels like it's not real. Would be fun if it was real, but it's not. Well, let me put a caveat on that, Brett. They have every year in the past. I don't see why it would change now. I don't see why it would change now. But I know there's a lot of people who don't like Facebook, because I get messages from people all the time. I'd love to join your group, but I don't do Facebook. And that's why we are trying to maintain our presence more consistently on eBay. You know, Malik Smith. Our superfractor was a Roger Clemens in the silver packs this year. And then our one platinum that we hit was Francisco Lindor. So we did pretty well there. I don't know. Yeah, maybe they changed something up this year. But they have every year in the past. Because I remember one of the first things we hit at the RIP party last year was a Gavin Lux advanced stat. And the guy who got it flipped it for $800 like right after the party. And he was all excited. Or no, maybe it was Marie. I don't know. I can't remember that. But I remember they sold it for a big chunk of change, and we're very happy about it. I don't know who it was, but I know it was $800 because I remember that. Mike Trout, gold. Look at that, Hall of Fame, Tim Raines. The White Sox have a hit. Tim Raines, gold. I mean, Mike Trout, gold. And Tim Raines, auto. That's what I meant to say. Mike Trout, gold. Tim Raines, auto. Is it numbered? I guess it could be, could not be. It's not. White Sox. It's weird that they have him in a White Sox uniform. I'll be honest, I don't remember him playing for the White Sox, but I didn't follow him that closely. I did back in the 80s. No, we hit one today. The orange. I think we hit an orange today. Nick Madrigal. Alec Bohm. We hit a red. We hit a /199 today. And I'm pretty sure we hit an orange. I know we hit 4 of them earlier. In the case we opened earlier. Nick Glaber Torres. Glybar Torres. Greg. Glybar Torres. So once again, if you look in the camera, the top camera, you're going to see 2 stacks. You're going to see right next to each other. You see the sleeve and top load stack, and then you're going to see the stack below it, which is the sleeve stack. And those are all the rookies and things that we pulled out, gold foil, different things like that will all get a sleeve before they ship. For the sake of making sure the rhythm of the break stays good, we'll sleeve it afterwards. 2 more packs. Is there any magic? No, we've hit them in jumbos too. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we hit one this break. But we'll find out here in just a couple of minutes. We ship everything, Mike. In every break that we do, all cards ship. So if you buy a team, no matter what product it is, you will get every card from that team. I kind of think it's pretty crappy that, you know, I mean, some people don't like it. Hey, look at that little Alec Bohm color. And I get that some people don't like it, so I'm not saying anything bad if you don't. My personal opinion is, you've paid for everything, you should get everything. That's what I do. That's just my opinion, and so I make sure that happens. Alec Bohm gold foil. And Sixto Sanchez SP. That's got to be a 30. It is a 30. Sixto Sanchez SP. So we did get a couple of decent things, huh? I'll take that. An SP and a Bohm. Now if we get some color in that last one, it'd be nice. Was that you, Illinois? That, you know, and that's a /25. That is a /25. It's kind of weird that it was a gold card with a /25 on the back. You know what I'm saying? Hello, Mandy. But I'm happy for you. That was one of my favorite pulls out of this product so far. That is one of my favorite pulls out of this product so far. Ugh, I can't stand that guy, Brett. I don't like him. I do not like him. During a spring training game, everyone's good, Mandy, thank you. During a spring training game, he was talking to Mike Kruko and cut him off and said, hey, I can't talk anymore. I got to manage this game. It's spring training, you prima donna. I don't like that guy. Evan White. Who is this? Steven. Is it Vogt or Vought? Roberto Clemente gets a sleeve. The van didn't make it, but everything else is good, Mandy. What a schmuck that guy is. Hurry up and fire him. He doesn't manage anyway. They manage from somewhere else and then call him and tell him what to do. So why is he even there? I want the kid from Little Big League to be the manager of the Giants. He'd probably do a better job. Tim Raines. A couple of decent gold. I can live with the gold. Put you on the bottom. I can live with the gold. Dennis Eckersley, come on, Tim Raines. The autographs weren't bad. I'm not unhappy with the autographs. Bohm was a foil. That's a red. Alec Bohm goes over there. Tyler Stevenson, Juan Soto. Tyler Stevenson auto. So here's an orange out of 299 here of Nelson Cruz. Brian Hayes, you know. Omar Vizquel. So, you know. Could you always do better? You can always do better. This is probably my least favorite one. But, I mean, I'm not going to complain. Joe Adell. Pache. Baez. Sonny Gray, he's out of 299. Don Mattingly, and a green. Oops, nope, a green. So I had one Giants hit. Look out. Look out. Kevin, I thought it was Tyler. I got the wrong player altogether. Gaussman. What? There's a camo Joey Bart on eBay? Adam, let me put the link in here for you. Let me put the link in here for you guys so you have it. The only thing I ask when you're joining the Facebook group is we have a question about the rules. And if you will answer that question for me, I would appreciate it greatly. Copy. Really? Did I really mess that up like that? Paste. That is the link to our Facebook group. You know, they did enough changes that it felt disjointed. You know what I'm saying? You know? To me. $750 your best offer really is not bad for a camo. Okay, let me get focused. Let me get focused. I will never finish the break if you get me talking about other things. You know how I am if you've been around. Out of 300, we had a Starling Marte. That's an advanced stat. For the I'm going in no particular order. For the green, orange, and red, the unannounced, we had two greens, both Rockies. Murphy and Daza. Oh, you know what we had earlier? We had 4 orange, and they were all Yankees. That's what we had earlier. That was pretty cool. 1 orange, Nelson Cruz out of 299, and 1 red out of 199, John Means. From the silver packs, we had Joe Adell. Can't beat Joe Adell out of 99. And Austin Meadows is gold. Not just on the card, but in life. That's what I hear. A couple of iron-on patches for Yankees. Both the Yankees, huh? Don Mattingly and Thurman Munson. Very nice. These are the foil colors. Gold foil, all 3 of them are for this one. Mike Trout, Alec Bohm, and Nick Madrigal. Out of 299, we had Pete Alonso through the years. Not a real auto, so don't get excited about that. And Josh Bell out of 299 for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Let's do these patches. Javier Baez, player touched, I think is what it says. Player touched memorabilia. I don't know. Miguel Cabrera with the hat. Bo Bichette. Pete Alonso. Brian Hayes. That's a nice one. Juan Soto. Alec Bohm. Oh, wait. Brian Hayes, I think, was out of 70. Let me look. Brian Hayes is 30 out of 70. Jesus Luzardo. Rafael Devers. And Glaber is out of 199. Glybar Torres. Gold Walker Buehler, Castillo, Rojas, Bo Bichette, Hendricks, who are you? Nick Neidert, and Mike Trout. That's going to be a couple of bucks. We had one Father's Day blue. I almost said Mother's Day blue. 26 out of 50. David Bodie. No black in this one. We had 3 SPs, no SSPs or SSSPs or SSSPs or USP or UPS or none of that stuff, just these. But all 3 rookies. Stevenson, Sixto, and very nice Pache. That Pache's got to be worth a couple bucks, right? Autographs. I'm happy with the autographs. Sonny Gray's out of 199. Josh James is for the Astros. But Vizquel, like Vizquel. Tyler Stevenson is a rookie. Dennis Eckersley's a Hall of Famer. Tim Raines is a Hall of Famer. And Brady Singer is orange. I mean, you know, you could do a lot worse than that run of autographs. A lot worse than that run of autographs. Can't complain. All right, guys. Thank you very much as always. Glad to have met several of you tonight. Good to see a lot of familiar names as well. We will be back tomorrow night with another full case break. If you're going to join the Facebook group, I will jump over there and get you in. If you get in tomorrow, we'll get you in tomorrow too, but we'll get you in either way. Probably won't have an early break on eBay just because I'm going to have to deal with the insurance stuff and all that. But we will have a late break, and then we will do our eBay tomorrow night. Coliseum, it was good to meet you. We'll get you in the Facebook group. Yeah, it was good, very good to meet you. Adam, you as well. Rebel, good to see you. Brett, good to see you. Mark, good to see you. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. We appreciate you a lot. And we will see you back here again. Same bat time, same baseball channel. Talk to you soon.